That's Hangman. This is Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch. Those are a lot of empty seats. It's upsetting. We're getting into the action here in winner's side. Top 16 between Illusion, Juice. It's an illusion, Michael. Going up against LingLing here.
All right, so we've seen plenty of Peach this tournament. A lot of them, LingLing probably one of the most technical when it comes to how to control space. But in the battle for space, there might be no better player in Tri-State than Juice. The way this man is able to just stay patiently, wait for a mistake, and blow you up on the spot, force you to watch your own demise.
Yeah, I agree. And this is definitely a matchup where, you know, if you don't have a lot of, like, Peach experience, this character can definitely sneak up on you, especially in the robotic state that LingLing plays in. He is a machine when it comes to these high, intensity Peach combos. But Juice has the benefit of having Blazing Pasta in his backyard. So it's the muscle memory is definitely there. And as you can see by the percent differential, he's definitely looks very comfortable in this matchup.
Yeah, Juice recognizes that he needs to wait more for LingLing to step out of line, wait for him to commit to jumping, wait for him to throw his turnip. Just wait for LingLing to run out of some sort of resource and then take advantage of that. He can only laser pressure for so long before LingLing steps into his line of sight, and slap right into it is what he does, breaking first blood in the set.
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind, says LingLing. But Juice continuing to fight right now. One more solid hit from Falco will probably result in death for Peach.
How's that for a solid hit?
There we go, the commentary handoff, as I like to call it, as that back air connects. Now, this is exactly where Juice, I feel like, needs to be careful. Like I said, LingLing is so good at just taking that one opening and carrying it to death. I've seen him do him a bunch of times today. I've seen him do it in the past. Right now, Juice not giving up the big hit right now. He's losing slightly in percent, but it's not something that Falco can't make up with a couple of trips to the Falco cinematic universe.
Absolutely, my man. As soon as Falco gets his feathers on you, you know you're either losing stage control or just eating a lot of damage. But LingLing's not giving Juice that opportunity, and taking yet another stock, we see how LingLing is remaining equally patient in this matchup. As soon as Juice steps too far forward, we see the grab, we see the turnip throw, we see the down tilt, some sort of combo starter. LingLing is only going for hits where he knows he can get some sort of big extension off of it. The little bits of damage can help him here and there, but he knows that that Juice can extend that with lasers. So he has to go for the big plays with every hit he gets.
Yeah, absolutely. And LingLing, like I said, is one of the best at the business in doing that. You can see right now, getting those low percent turnip combos, and now at the mid percent is, you'd think you'd be safe in these Peach combos. That's very much not the case. But again, Juice continuing to fight right now, trying to, fight the steady anti-airs. And I love the use of the float right there from LingLing, just going just out of the reach of Falco. Not many characters can do that because Falco, has a top 3 jump height in the game. So that's really, really good use of resource from LingLing right there.
Like, both of these players are very smart, and they're also pretty strong character specialists. Where Juice may dabble in Zero Suit play just as often as we get a chance to see his Falco, and LingLing dedicates himself purely to that Peach, both of these guys know exactly how to run away with a lone hit if they can make it. And just like that, Juice tying up the stocks, but bleeding a little bit here.
Yeah, definitely not out of the woods yet is LingLing. Like I said, Falco has, I'd say it's not exactly the same as Peach's combo game, but it's, you're able to get a lot of damage with these, fair drag downs on the up tilts.
That's a cute little interaction. Force the air dodge and still have a response out of it, and peeling away off the parry. This is one of the few matchups where I feel like defensive parrying, like using your parry as an opportunity to escape and reset neutral, is actually brilliant.
Ooh, here we go. Juice continuing to string right now. Getting that up tilt on the platform is super huge because you're just, lowering, closing the space between you and the blast zone, with your opponent. But Juice forced to recover high right there, dropping through the platform with the back
to the
air.
dome.
Dome piece.
All right, so game 1 going in favor of Juice. And as a reminder, this is a best of 5 from here on out, folks. So no easy roads to victory here.
No, absolutely not. And this bracket is filled with killers at this point still. So let's see what the adjustment is going to be from LingLing, because he was in control for a good majority of that game. Like, Juice was treading water, a lot there. And it was just that one little overextension where, LingLing ran off the stage to maybe read the low recovery on the spacey. There's only 2 options in which they can go. They're either going to side B high or up B low. And LingLing unfortunately chose wrong, and Falco's back air being one of the strongest moves in the game, was able to clean up that stock right now. But fresh dress, let's see if it makes a difference here for LingLing in this game too.
Just going to start off simple with the turnip toss. I feel like he's much better off holding onto the turnip so that he can get himself those big plays. Because if he's just throwing a turnip, that's a lot more effort than it takes for Juice to just grab the gun, start the pressure. Because no matter what, we're seeing Juice has been forcing the approach. And while Peach isn't strained for good approach options, she really shouldn't be forced to do so against the likes of Falco, who could turn a reversal so well. Look at this first stock, Koopa.
Yeah, absolutely. This is exactly what you have to be afraid of when you fight against Falco. Like, at some point, you know, you might get a turn, but other times you don't get a turn. And this is the case where LingLing hasn't gotten a chance to play the game yet. Let's see what the ledge trap situation is going to be from Juice. Good read on the roll, and the that sweet shin music featuring the feet will be the demise of that first stock for LingLing.
You know, I brought it up in game one, but just another highlight of that patience from Juice. He didn't commit super hard to any option, just pacing around, because he knows that Peach has got plenty of options off the ledge, but Falco has all the tools he needs for covering those. It's just a matter about waiting.
Yep, exactly. By the way, that reflector mid-combo, chef kiss. So cute.
It's a great reactionary tool because you know the turnip could come out at any moment, and even if it doesn't reflect back a turnip, it's still just a great burst option. It's a, here, stop what you're doing, let's reset. If you want to get that damage, go for it again.
It's time to stop. There you go. Once again, the up tilt going to catch LingLing on his approach right now. He's been kind of getting bodied by that move this game. Juice maybe trying to read a defensive option off the down air, but LingLing not giving it to him. Refusing to say die just yet, and there we go. The equalizer in the form of the up smash.
See, that's the one bad thing about reactionary plays. I feel like you're not putting out enough options to properly condition your opponent to go for reads like that. Like, Juice isn't really committed to too many options. Like, he gets his combo pieces here and there. He goes for an empty hop, but, like, he hasn't done anything to really, like, leave a strong impact on the match. He's letting LingLing come to him and then blowing him up forward, and that's why Juice has such a strong lead.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see right now, you know, LingLing not giving up just yet, though. Like, any deficit is... There isn't a deficit that Peach can't come back from just because of how the character functions. She's incredibly explosive. She's able to get those low percent combos on you. But Juice able to mitigate the damage. LingLing having able to get out of hit stun soon enough to where he can recover, roaming to the ledge, but bleeding heavily on this last stock right now, Hangman.
Juice is making it look like light work, but what it needs to be appreciated about how well Juice is just trapping every option that LingLing goes for. Every time he goes to swing, he's got an answer. Every time LingLing tries to position himself, Juice is just right outside of that burst window where he doesn't have to worry about stuff like fair, nair, the moves that LingLing's currently landing and trying to use to try and even up this fight, but they're just trades. Ultimately, that's what's making this a difficult fight for LingLing.
Yep.
The fact that he's trading, he's not taking any sense of advantage forward and rolling momentum with it.
There we go, LingLing, you know, hanging on to a thread here in this last stock. All really Juice has to do is just kind of look at him hard enough, and it will result in death for him. LingLing being very careful, you know, utilizing that float in defensive manner you were talking about. Juice going for the haymaker right there, just betting it all on that forward air. Coming up short, but again, he's at the point where he can kind of afford to play this reckless.
No, yeah, at these super high percentages, like he's clocking in at near max rage, going to be falling victim to max range forward air from Peach, but even at that was still his second stock. One fresh down tilt, and we might even just see Peach explode.
Yeah.
We see a back air, and she's done for. No matter what, that's still not a lot of heavy options, but either way, LingLing got to play it super safe. He's looking to even things up.
You see Juice conditioning right now at the down tilt. Maybe see him go for the back air instead. I feel like he was maybe conditioned to sit and shield and go for a grab at that percent, but it does not matter. The back air will find its mark. A 2-0 lead for Illusion Gaming. Juice. We'll see what the response is going to be from LingLing, and Juice looking relatively unfazed.
Yo, both of these players are pretty well known, I feel, in the Northeast for having that stone face.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen... Rumor has it Juice hasn't smiled since the Bush administration. The first Bush administration, mind you.
I think the closest to emotion I've seen out of LingLing was a colon close parentheses at the end of a tweet once.
Yeah, man. Both these guys obviously staples in the Northeast area. LingLing, like, you know, formerly, I'd say the king of Connecticut. Like, in the early part, the pre-light days of Smash 4, you know, if you're kind of a newer school person, you're probably not familiar with him, but a fantastic player in his own right. So here we go. Smash 4 will be the stage for game number 3, so let's see if LingLing can, you know, make the impossible happen, but you got to start one game at a time, Hangman.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a fantastic pick for LingLing just because it's taking away a lot of space that Juice has to control, where, yeah, Juice might be able to control a lot of that space with fewer tools, but he can't bring his combos as high because of the lone platform sitting relatively close to the stage. Everything's sitting fairly close to its ledges as well. And Peach can traverse all of that space super easily because of her float.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously having that mono platform instead of having to worry about the dual platform layout, like, it's just one less factor for LingLing to have to worry about. Like, he's like, okay, I have a little bit more real estate on the ledges here if I need to, like, get out of jail on these combos. But it does not matter. Juice, you know, is just so, like, good at converting.
I mean, he really is. He gets these little hits, and he's like, all right, I know I can make this work. You brought up earlier, he's got plenty of matchup experience against Blazing Pasta, and while the two may have very different styles of play, when it comes to approaching Peach's tools, she's still the same weight. She still has the same air acceleration. It might be piloted by two very different people, but the combos are still going to work.
Yeah, it gets the job done. So right now, though, you know, LingLing bleeding already. Again, Juice has been doing a really good job mixing up his recoveries. He's not, you know, going one particular way or not. Just having just the right angle to sneak around that forward air against the ledge. So smart.
Down smash at the ledge. Not going to be killing just yet, but the turn up ahead. And, oh, wow. How did that backfire that badly for LingLing? That's terrifying.
And LingLing continuing to fight right now, but again, Falco does not care about, you know, how high you may or may not be floating. Man's got hops.
Reports state that he prefers the air.
A wise man once said, local bird prefers the air. Let's see what the ledge trap's going to be again. Juice has been doing such a great job ledge trapping LingLing. Getting the killing sparks and a dash attack, but across the stage will not kill. This might be a dead bird.
That's
yes,
a very dead bird.
Yep, up eSports Creek without the paddle right there. Did not have a jump, so just easy pickings right there for LingLing. But Juice continuing to, you know, to fight back right now. This second stock has been crucial for LingLing because, you know, he hasn't really been able to close the gap, you know, at any significant point here.
Like, I feel like a lot of the struggle finds itself in the fact that LingLing is not able to have that much stage presence compared to Juice. And while, yeah, he's making these stocks reach for a while, it's taking him so much to do something with them. Cute little hit of the parasol, keeping LingLing
That makes
alive.
me laugh every time.
Ooh, that makes me wince in pain. Stitch face on the play. This could be big for LingLing if he gets his hit confirmed.
Oh, okay. He did get the hit confirmed, but, you know, that one hit, you know, is all that Juice is going to be able to, you know, to live with right there.
Yeah, you know, a little two-piece, but still almost evening up the damage. And, you know, considering the damage and percentage that Juice held coming into the second stock, the Stitch face is not appreciated, but a stock lead is.
Yep, absolutely. So exactly the position Juice wanted to be in, but LingLing able to at least, you know, make the lead manageable for him to come back in. Just like that. Ooh, will you look at that? Again, the commentator handoff. 2 for 2, baby.
You know, we feel generous here in Atlantic City.
Yeah, they're going to parlay that into a one-stock comeback. LingLing putting together a nice little string on the ledge right there, but Juice, again, wasting no time putting him right back into blender.
That's another aspect of this matchup that needs to be appreciated is the fact that there's so much that Juice can do to just mash on your shield.
Oh, no.
Well, you're both all mine. No.
So copious amounts of spaghetti on the Smash foreground.
Untrained animals.
Oh, my God. All right, but now Juice finds himself at a deficit here. Again, going for the fair drag downs again. Just missing the that back air. I feel like that definitely would have killed if that connected.
It would have threatened kill, definitely. What hit
All
forward air was that?
Whatever. I'm done trying to figure out how this move works.
Oh! Up air's doing it. No, with good DI. LingLing staying alive.
Okay, both players fighting dangerously around each other's shields right now. The 24 carats of Game 4 coming out right there for LingLing.
That's magic in the air for Connecticut as LingLing keeps himself alive one more match.
Yes, you did win, Peach. As like you said, we are going to a Game 4. That is the most BM victory screen. The princesses are so mean, man.
Me and Milagros were talking about this earlier. It's just such a good taunt.
It really is.
But great, like, you hit him with the Steve Urkel and you got to feel that. You and the audience has to feel that. Ooh, the pick at the story could be devastating. Battlefield being a little bit safer.
Thinking about it. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know what the chase was this weekend.
So it's running like the classic 5, and then counterpicks have been Kalos and Yoshi's Story.
Okay.
So fairly traditional as far as stages are concerned, but it's a stage list that very heavily favors Falco.
Yes, I agree.
They're all laterally oriented, pretty platform heavy, and there's nothing too zany out there. Like, we don't gotta worry
the
about
one outlier.
Yoshi's Brawl.
Yeah, the one outlier is like the slants on Yoshi's Island, but like even then, Falco has tri-plats to work with.
Oh, that's just Battlefield Turbo mode. Really tight blast zones, walls to jump off of. The
If y'all
stage
like,
is shrunk.
if y'all like Battlefield so much, how come there's in a Battlefield 2?
Psych. Here we come back into Smashville for Game 4. See if LingLing's able to bring us into a Game 5 or if Juice can end things out.
All right, so Juice unveiling the smoothness of his brain for a second, going for that side B on block. Unfortunately for everybody, the Spaceys have to wait in line like everybody else when they hit your shield like that. So, but again, let's see if the Smashville is the the elixir here. Juice going back here, even though he lost on his counter picks, like, okay, it wasn't the stage, it was me. So let's see what adjustments he's able to make here.
I mean, to be fair, it was a fairly close-ended game with Game 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
The issue is just that LingLing was able to like luck out. Where I brought up earlier about how a lot of the duels that were happening were trades, and it was Juice who was coming out on top. LingLing started to edge himself forward. So when you keep that even tight race, but you're the one ahead, why wouldn't you want to continue that?
Yeah, exactly. All right, so right now, Juice has himself in the driver's seat right now. That's the first time we've seen him go for the down smash there on the ledge. And LingLing did slightly, pop off past the ledge. So definitely a factor to keep in mind here, especially when he's forced to recover at these high percents and he has to paracel out farther.
Like, there's a lot of ways these boys can mix up how they cover the edge and return to the ledge. But because of all of that variety, like, it makes a lot of these mixes almost irrelevant because it's like you could do so much when you go for your other option. That doesn't help narrow down the options.
Yeah, exactly. This guy's skirting around right now. This first stock has been cooking for quite a bit. That landing hitbox affair, the victim of many, Hangman.
Oh, where are you going?
Ooh, okay, able to get back to the ledge even despite that, that poor air dodge right there as the villagers are in distress.
There's some heavy wind drift today on Smashville.
Yeah. We're in a tunnel. There we go. Shake your tail feather. Down tilt will close out that stock. But again, LingLing answering suit immediately.
This is exactly what I was talking about. What does a lead mean if you're going to be keeping things so neck and neck? LingLing doing a great job of at least being more aggro and keeping much more stage presence in these later games. It's forcing Juice to go into more of a defensive play. He's not able to just let LingLing come to him because LingLing is coming to him guns blazing.
There we go. Juice getting a couple hits right there. Trying to continue the juggle situation with LingLing at a percent where he's able to escape from that relatively unscathed. There you go. Combo on the other side of the stage, though. Again, both guys just playing so even. Playing hit for hit.
You gotta remember how much is on the line for this tournament.
It's a good hunk of change. Like, you know how many Quiznos subs you can buy with the money you win from this tournament?
Many.
Like, maybe 70. I'm gonna have to get the actual math.
We got our top mathematicians on this one as we try to watch the rest of this Game 4. Because right now, we might be on our end of looking at Game 4.
Yep, okay.
With the mix of the ledge.
Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. A situation where if you hit a person's shield with, Falco Phantasm or the Fox Illusion, you stop immediately in your track. So good conversion there from LingLing. And Juice just trying to make the most out of the stock before he eventually meets his demise.
He's doing a great job of carrying this lead forward. Gets his late tilt up tilt, resets it again, gets some more damage. Baby Bird is flying right now.
There you go, continuing to work right now. Great use of the combo extender with the reflector right there because no other Falco's move would reach right there. So there we go. The forward air coming through once again. 98% on the docket right now for LingLing. Let's see if he can mount another comeback and send us to Game 5. Is what I would say. Except I'm still saying it.
You know, it's do or die time for Connecticut's turnip tactician. Like, he needs to make the next hit he gets go into some sort of heavy combo. Because if he just starts going for burst options like that, some panic option, we know that Juice can just blow him up for it on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that could have been a backer right there.
Oh, forward air is going to be just enough. And just like that, 3-1 win for Juice over LingLing. He's going to move himself on to the semifinals.
Yeah, very, very nice stuff there from Philadelphia's very own illusion Juice. It's an illusion, Michael, like I was saying. So, as we, I mean, we are in Atlantic City. Magicians are the wave, I think.
Somewhere.
I actually love like Joe Magic.
Sleight of hand's always fun to see.
It's my inner